after this on the Down and Dirty Radio Show, powered by Polaris Razor. Are you looking for a place to push yourself behind the wheel and see how your driving skills stack up? Dirtfish Rally School is that place. Located on 315 acres of pristine automotive playground at the foot of the Cascade Mountains in Snoqualmie, Washington, right outside of Seattle, Dirtfish Rally School is a one-of-a-kind place where everyone from first-time drivers to seasoned professionals like Bucky Lassick and Antoine Lestage can push themselves to their limit. Whether driving the high-performance, rally-prepped all-wheel drive Subaru Impreza STI is what you're looking for, or you'd rather hang it all out in the rear-wheel drive Subaru BRZs, Dirtfish Rally School has something for everyone. Classes are available from 2 hours to 3 full days and feature instructors with over 150 years of combined racing experience. Whether you're looking to become the best and get an edge on the competition, or just looking to freshen your skills behind the wheel, Dirtfish Rally School is the place to go. For more information on registering for classes, visit Dirtfish on the web at dirtfish.com, or to check out the latest happenings from Dirtfish, follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Dirtfish Rally.
Like what you hear? Catch all the back episodes of the Down and Dirty Radio Show on Apple Podcast, and be sure to rate, review, and subscribe.
Welcome back to the Down and Dirty Radio Show, powered by Polaris Razor, as we've got Jesse Owens and Mia Chapman in studio with me. But before we get back to them, got to give a plug to one of our partners here, our good friends at iRacing. You know, race online from the comfort of your own home against competitors from all around the world. iRacing brings a competition to NASCAR, IndyCar, IMSA, World of Outlaws, Rallycross, and now the Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Series directly to you. Take on the top ovals, road courses, and dirt tracks around the world, from Daytona to Nürburgring to the Chili Bowl. Compete with iRacers from around the globe and everything from pickup races to league races and even world championships. Use the promo code PR-JimBeaver for 50% off a new subscription for 3 months at iRacing.com/membership. Sim racing is iRacing. We will see you at the track. And yeah, we gotta put you guys on the spot. You guys play video games at all? You ever done iRacing, the sim racing at all?
I used to when I was younger. Yeah, I really liked it.
You liked it? So what games do you used to play? Or you used to do like sim racing, iRacing?
I don't remember. It was some like trophy truck, and then we had like a steering wheel and stuff. We used to practice on tracks and stuff. It was pretty cool. Nice.
We need to get you into iRacing. And they legitimately have like we're actually in the process. I can't even say this online, but we're actually putting together because I've got this entire esports team with like 15 drivers on my roster, and they compete in world championships. So Lucas has Wild West, Motorsports Park, and then they've got Wild Horse Pass in their sim racing, and they're actually getting in the process of adding Cranon to it, and then eventually Bark River. So there's going to be like 4 tracks, and they're actually going to have a world championship at some point. But like these kids are competing for like, I don't see kids, some of them are like 40 years old, but like they're competing for like 20 grand in cash money playing these sim racing video games.
What?
So
that's crazy.
Yeah, like the NASCAR one, I think it was $100,000 purse on the eNASCAR last year. So. You guys are going to have to reassess your
put me in.
driving virtual race cars. I'm telling you, that's where it's at. So you've actually been to Red Bull HQ. I've seen their esports center. Have you walked into that room?
Yeah, I've been in there. It's so cool. Like that entire place is just so rad. But yeah, the first time we went, we saw the simulator kind of thing and got to, play around on that a little bit. So that was fun.
Yeah, like you said, Red Bull HQ is crazy. Like, the first time I walked in there, they've got like it's almost like a skateboard ramp, this wave that goes through, and like they've got like a Dakar motorcycle there. I think, is a Formula One car still there?
I didn't see it last time, no.
They had a Formula One car kind of towards the back at the end of I don't even know what you call that, like a wave, a skate ramp. Like, it's kind of weird that goes through the building. I don't know, but. Yeah, it's just a rad place. I know they've got like the cryo chamber too. Like I don't know if they've got that still. Have you ever been in one of those, the cryo chamber?
No, I kind of want to though, but I don't know. Yeah. Kind of nervous about it.
No, when I was there, Colby was showing me everything else when he was with Red Bull, and I was like, well, I want to get in that. He's like, oh, that's for athletes. I'm like, all right, throw me under the bus, Colby. Like, so you're an athlete. You need to walk in and be like, all right, I want to use my cryo chamber.
That'd be an experience.
Yeah. I'm not joking. So, no, so I don't know. I do have to mention this book, though, before we get rolling any farther. So my good friends sent me, as a radio host, I get these books sent to me once in a while. Sometimes they're not so good. Sometimes they're great. I had Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s book sent to me, but this comes out in about a week. It's called The Lost Story of the Original Speed King. In his own words, the story of Mickey Thompson. So I've got this book sitting here. It's thick, hardcover, but it's got a ton of these crazy old off-road pictures and stuff like that. So I am looking forward to reading this thing. It just got it last week. I can't tell if it's good or bad, but it's Mickey Thompson. It's got to be good. But those of you tuning in, definitely it's available, bookstores starting next week, as well as Amazon.com. Make sure and go and check it out. Grab a copy. I mean, if you're listening to this show, you're probably a race fan. So and you're probably an off-road fan. I'm assuming Mickey Thompson is going to be right in your wheelhouse. So brand new book, his original words, story of Mickey Thompson, lost story of the original Speed King, Mickey Thompson. Go and grab it in bookstores and at Amazon.com. Putting you guys on the spot, when was the last time you read a book?
Oh.
That wasn't a school book, like actual book.
Oh. Maybe my freshman year, and I'm a senior now, so.
This is bad. Like no Harry Potters, no like even no. You don't like Harry Potter? Neither of you?
No. They're so long. I just get like sidetracked.
Yeah, you guys watch the movies at all?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, no, not the movies,
Yeah, not
but
really.
like, I mean.
So you guys don't read books. What is your favorite movie based off of books? Well, let's go that route. Maybe we can at least somewhere get close. You guys watch movies?
Yeah.
What's your favorite movie?
Talladega Nights.
Ford vs. Ferrari.
Ford vs. Ferrari and Talladega Nights. Okay, all right. I actually haven't seen Ford vs. Ferrari yet.
Oh, it's
seen
so
Talladega
good.
Nights a bunch of times. That's a crazy, Ford versus Ferrari. That's nuts. Like just the whole story and everything else. We haven't got it onto this show. Like I've seen the original version of it, not like this new Hollywood one. So I know the story, but that's, we haven't really talked about it much on the show yet, just because I haven't actually seen the movie in theaters. But good stuff, huh?
Very. It's a really good movie. Yeah.
To make you want to like go and be a road racer instead of an off-road racer?
Maybe. I
Maybe?
mean, I still like the dirt, so. Yeah.
Maybe rallycross? I don't know. There's a combination of road racing and dirt there, rallycross.
That'd be a cool route to go, yeah.
Those are fun. I got to test a Red Bull Global Rallycross car a couple years ago, and that was just like hella fun. It was like they set up a parking lot with cones and everything else, and then they had a dirt section that brought in dirt, and it had a couple of dirt corners. It was like so much fun in those things. Like it's like a go-kart that's all-wheel drive, and it's like, I don't know, they were wild.
Yeah, I've seen some videos of those things. They're sliding around everywhere.
I have to drag you guys up to Dirtfish Rally School with me one of these times.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah, that place is a blast, and you can't really get into trouble there either. So it's like
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
It was funny, true story. So I was up there, this is 3 or 4 times ago, and I was taking some training, and one of the instructors, his wife had never been behind the wheel of a rally car, and he's actually one of the instructors there. And so he bought her for Christmas a 3-day class. And so it just happened I was taking the class or one of these classes, and so they throw her in. And when I go up there, I've been through all of them, so I just kind of drop in day here, and then I'll go and do some business, drop in another day. So the day I dropped in, she was actually taking classes, and I knew her. And there's this one corner, and we start laughing and everything, and like literally it's this really sharp hairpin corner, and they've got all these berry bushes in the back, and they're like, when I say in the back, I'm talking like way 30 feet away. There's concrete barriers, and there's like a wash there. And I was like, what do you have those concrete barriers for? You know, and they're like, oh yeah, so somebody doesn't go in the wash. And I'm like, has anybody ever been close? And they're like, no, you'd have to be like really out of control to do that. And so we're all laughing about it. I'm like, yeah, I see that. So here comes his wife, and he's in there with her, and she blows this corner, and she got within like 2 inches of the concrete barrier, and there's a cliff and berry bushes and all that. And like he could tell they were like scared to death. And then all of a sudden they get out of it. They get out of the car, and he's shaking his head, and then they start laughing. I'm like, what were you guys saying about nobody's ever gone that? Like it was so far away, and it was just like, I don't know how we even talked about it, but it was, yeah. They actually had like you guys know how to drive stick shift, I'm assuming, right?
I haven't learned it yet.
Yeah, me either.
You haven't driven? I thought like.
I mean, mod carts we shift, but
yeah, I was like, you have clutches in mod carts, right?
I've done it on like rollers before, but I've never like driven it like outside of like on a track before.
Yeah, they had a 90-year-old lady that went to Dirtfish. She'd never driven stick shift in her life, and she was 90, and she decided at 90 she wanted to learn how to drive a stick shift and slide a car. And so this 90-year-old lady went to Dirtfish, and they taught her how to drive a stick and slide a car in the same day. And like, there's these videos of this grandma, and she's literally like just pinning this rally car.
Wow.
It's like the greatest thing ever. But I'm pretty sure they can get her driving stick shift like you two. It wouldn't be much of a problem at all. Let's hope.
Yeah, let's hope. Never really know with us.
So what is this podcast? We just, during the break, we hatched this idea you guys are going to start your own podcast, right? Is this what would you guys talk about on the Mia and Jesse show?
That's a name.
Probably for the most part racing.
Yeah, our life, I guess.
Yeah, our life. Random things.
Yeah.
Starbucks.
Of course.
Starbucks,
I like
Red Bull.
Red Bull, yeah. What drinks like to get, yeah.
What drinks to get? What's your favorite flavor of Red Bull?
I like the coconut berry one.
Oh, coconut berry. I'm on board with that. How about you?
I like the peach nectarine one.
I haven't actually tried that one yet.
Oh, it's so good.
I love the seasonal ones that they come out with, because I think the kiwi started out as a seasonal, and then the coconut one, and then they had the blue one this last year, like Ocean Breeze or something.
That one's not too bad.
No, that one was really good.
But it seems like their seasonal ones are always like the best.
Yeah.
It seems like those things are awesome, and they're so good. I think they stick around as flavors with Red Bull.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
So we'd be talking about racing and Red Bull on the podcast.
Yeah, pretty much. How we're gonna figure out how to pay for our Ford Raptor? I'm gonna say, I don't know, your Christmas episode. I'm trying to think what a Christmas episode with you guys would be like. That'd be a good one.
Our list would be too long.
So is there anything that's actually attainable that's under $10,000 that's on your guys' Christmas list?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where are we at here?
I'm trying to think here.
Yeah, nothing under 10 grand.
We just want race cars, cars.
Yeah, most kids, a laptop would be the
ultimate.
The ultimate, right? You guys know it's laptops. It's not even on the list.
Yeah, not really being considered at the moment.
It'd be nice if we were like, hey, can we get a new phone? That's being nice. Yeah.
That's being nice.
No, I actually just cracked the back of mine the other day.
Oh, come on.
Do you have your phone in a case?
And I didn't, but now I do. That's the only thing holding it together.
Well, let me tell you, Mia, things are a little bit backwards here. You're supposed to put the case on before you drop the phone so it doesn't crack. You don't drop it, crack it, and then put the case on to hold the phone together. I think we need to go from a Raptor to a new phone for you.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll bring the cost down. Your dad might like me at the end of this deal. We'll keep bringing the cost down a little bit.
I still think the Raptor's at the top of the list. The phone's probably at the bottom. Yeah.
You're going to get a Hot Wheels Raptor for Christmas.
Yeah, the little,
Maybe a remote control one if you're lucky.
If I'm lucky.
Oh, man. I don't know where this interview's gone, but... All right. Well, Mia and Jesse, thank you guys for stopping by the show. I appreciate it. Tons of fun catching up. Once again, if you guys want to grab that Mickey Thompson book, check out Amazon.com. It drops next week. If you're listening to this, it's probably already out there. And we are going to take a short break. We've got Tiffany Stone calling in to talk LA Auto Show later on. We've also got Robert Height from John Force Racing, your funny car champ in 2019. He'll be on the show. And we've got... Yes, Vance and Hines, Screaming Eagle, Harley-Davidson rider, Andrew Hines. He's going to talk about what it's like to go 200 miles an hour on a pro stock motorcycle. All that and more coming back after the break here on the Down and Dirty Radio Show, powered by Polaris Razor.
I'm Polaris rider Jim Beaver. I race trophy trucks professionally, host a Down and Dirty radio show, and also travel the country announcing motorsports events. I've seen it all, and trust me, I've done most of it, so when it comes time to relax on the weekend, nothing is better than taking time with my family in our Razor vehicles. They've got the reliability I need to just pick up and go explore the desert, dunes, or trail, and have the capability to attack even the harshest terrain. If you're looking for some of the most reliable and safest, and hands down most capable off-road machines in the world, look no further than Polaris and their award-winning lineup of RZR vehicles. Whether you want your daughter to experience off-road driving for the first time in a RZR 170 like me, take the entire family out in a RZR XP4 1000 on the weekend, or shred the desert and dunes in the all-new RZR XP 1000 Fox Edition, Polaris has you handled. Take my advice and join me and some of the best drivers in the world by driving a Polaris RZR. Check out the full Polaris RZR lineup at Polaris.com or follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter